Hello fourth graders, today we're going to be making a painted elephant from India. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to rip your clay into two parts and make it into two as equal as possible spheres. Then you're going to make each one into a pinch pot. We do this by just putting our thumbs in the middle and pinching around. My kindergartners make these, so they should be fairly easy to make. Just don't get them too thin. Then you're going to go ahead and score, which is the lines I'm making. And I had to fix this one a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and score this other side as well. Anytime you're scoring, slipping, and blending, you're going to have to score both things you're attaching together. Then you're going to add a little slip or water, and then you're going to kind of twist them together carefully. And then with your tool, the back of your fingernail or your thumb, you're going to add those two things together. Now there shouldn't be a line. Make sure that they're added together really, really well. Let me know if you need help with this. Then you're going to gently roll it on the table so you get more of an elephant-shaped body. And you can see I'm kind of making the edges more flat and the middle part more rounded, kind of like a cylinder. Then I'm just going to go ahead and kind of clean up those cracks. Again, if you need to add the tiniest amount of water, you can, but don't do too much or your clay is going to get really slimy. Then I'm just going to go ahead and roll a coil, and I'm going to make some legs for my elephant. So I'm just going to make sure they're pretty thick, and then I'm going to try and measure them so they'll be around the same size. Then just like everything else, I have to go ahead and score, slip, and blend. So I'm just going to make all of my parts, and then I'm going to score, slip, and blend everything. So I made a circle and I flattened it out. This will eventually be my head. And I'm going to go ahead and score, slip, and blend to get that on there. Make sure all your parts are added on there so well. Otherwise, your elephant's head might fall off or other important parts, and then it won't really look like an elephant at all. So that would be so sad. So make sure you're using your finger to really make sure that line is disappearing and your elephant's head or whatever you are attaching is going to stay on there through the kiln process. I'm just going to make a little trunk. Now, trunks, they can't get too thin. It should be thick as your pinky or thicker. If they get too thin or go too far out, they will break off. And does it really look like an elephant without a trunk? Not really. I'm just going to make some small eyes. I just made a small little sphere, and then I kind of flattened it out. Then I'm going to go ahead and, again, score, slip, and blend to put it on. Then I'm just going to continue this process till everything is put onto my elephant. When you're done with everything that you want to add to it, you can add other small details, like I'm adding eyelashes. I'm going to add a bow to mine. You could add hats. You could add like a little blanket saddle, whatever you can think of to make it look unique. You can add it. Or if you're unsure, feel free to ask. Then when your elephant is completely done, I'll come around, write your name on it, poke a hole in it, and then you'll be done. Great job.